Welcome back to Wild Nightz. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Now, if you've been following for the last couple weeks, we've had some great guests. I've actually done some podcast appearances myself. I'm coming off of a fresh podcast tour, so I'm excited to be back doing my thing. Today, I've got an amazing guest with me, Kamaal. And he's got some really cool things in his profile on IG, some things we're really going to dive deep into. But first, I want to give him the floor. I want to let you introduce yourself and kind of tell us who you are, man.
What's up, everybody? My name is Kamaal Malik, rapper, rock star, singer, anime extraordinaire. And yeah, man, I do some dope shit. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I love the energy, bro.
Thank you.
So one thing I got to get right into, this was one thing that really stuck out to me. In your bio, you've got singer-songwriter. One of your hashtags is Prince of All Saiyans.
Yes.
So tell me about that, man.
Look, man, I feel like a lot of my grit can be tied back to the anime I grew up watching.
Okay.
And one thing, like when you watch Dragon Ball Z, a lot of people weren't necessarily handed things, but their road was like very easy.
Okay.
Goku's road was a little bit lighter. Like the Prince of All Saiyans, if you know what I'm talking about Vegeta. His road was a lot more bumpy, had a lot more detours. Like watched his father die, had to work for the person who killed his entire race. Then, somebody comes up and he's like, I'm the Prince of All Saiyans. He just became a Super Saiyan. How do I become a Super Saiyan? Like, I know my goals and that this was my goal, but it's like the way that he went about it, it was more realistic to me. Okay. Like, it wasn't more of an anime, everything will be fine in the end. It was like, things are so bad, but like through the pain we push through and we become better. And like, even his character development through it is like, I'm the Prince of All Saiyans, bro. I had a shitty deck of cards and I played them hoes like Yu-Gi-Oh.
So basically what I'm hearing is that Vegeta and Goku had two different paths. Is that right?
Yeah, equally talented in their own rights, but one's path was different. And like, I relate more to Vegeta's path than I do with Goku's.
Okay, so you feel like you've faced some adversity, you've had some bumps in the road kind of in your career. So go ahead and let's lead into that. Tell me about some of those bumps in the road, man.
Initially, the bump in the road was just getting people to accept the fact that I can't do this. Like, I always knew it was never a question of talent. It was a question of how do the tastemakers of the city and the popularity of it all.
Yeah, I get that.
How do I get that on my side? Because they would be like, yeah, Kamaal can really rap, but we won't put him on the show because aesthetically he doesn't fit.
Gotcha.
And it's like, oh, all these people are dope and we're going to hype them up, but aesthetically he doesn't fit in with them because he skateboards. He kind of makes rock. He does the like anime thing. Like he likes anime or whatever. So I never really fit the mold that they try to put Kansas City rappers into. Okay. And recently it's expanded and it's been bigger. It's been like, it's a little bit more diverse, but even in with that, like no one knows how to market me because yes, I did grow up where you guys grew up at. And yes, I am that, but also I'm a teacher. But then also I'm a nerd. But then also I'm a skateboarder. But also I make rock. But then also I do R&B. And it's like, okay, how the fuck do you market that? You know?
But you know what, man? To me, that sounds like a good problem to have because there's a lot of people in the music industry who are all in the same lane.
Yeah.
And you're in a totally different lane. Like you're occupying your very own lane. To me, that seems like that would be an advantage rather than a disadvantage. Now, that's just an outsider's perspective. Yeah. Has it not played out that way?
Not initially. It plays out. It plays out well when you have that grit that I was talking about, like the not giving up aspect of it. Because initially, if you are that weirdo, think about all the great rappers, like all the ones that like transcend what you thought rap was.
Wayne,
like Wayne, Andre 3000.
Yeah.
People like that. When it first started, people were like, this is the one that they always go to when you're just a little bitty collective. He's gay. Yeah. He's this and whatever. And then Andre was doing whatever. They're like, that's not really rap though. Yeah. Remember they won the award show and they were like, y'all don't show people from Atlanta love and whatever. So it's like when you are somewhat different, it ends up being your advantage if you have the wherewithal to stick through with it. But initially, the people who can't read the room or predict what's going to happen is like,
gotcha.
This is making money. This is making moves. This is making like waves. And if it's not this, we don't know how to push it.
Gotcha.
And so like now when people introduce me and they be like, he does all these things and this and whatever, it may be slower to book me than it would be, you know, somebody who just does one thing.
Gotcha.
But it is the flex that they introduce me with. And so I do like that now. But like I've learned to do all those things because like when I rap, they're like, oh yeah, but you don't look like us. I was like, okay, cool, then I'll do this. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, well you do this. And I was like, okay, cool, y'all don't accept it yet. I'm gonna do this.
Gotcha.
And so I just kept adding on until they had no choice but to they'll be like, damn, this motherfucker can really rap.
Yeah.
This motherfucker can really sing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was basically just making people believe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You've gotta get them to believe and get on board before they're gonna take that chance on you.
That, and you gotta understand that some people just don't want to, like, some people get intimidated by the shit.
Yeah.
And it's like they don't want to see you go because they're like, oh, that's really gonna work. But I have this artist and I want this artist to go.
Sure.
Or to be like, oh, I don't wanna hype that up because I want this space for me. And so
Sure.
it's an interesting game, and I think I just played it very well. I think I played the game very, very well.
So on that, do you have management? Are you on a label? Are you looking at a label? Is there anything kind of along those lines?
I do not have a label at the moment. I just got a manager. Shout out to Candace. But I just got
Shout out Candace.
Yeah, that's my dog. But she started managing me because, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a little autistic boy who likes making noise and sound and shit. And so like I don't think business minded. I think art minded.
You've got the creative mindset.
And so
Gotcha.
I'll do it, but then it gets exhausting because you're juggling. Like I'm already juggling 3 different genres.
Sure.
And then like, oh, I got to do a music video and this and whatever. And she's like, well, don't move on from these yet, because my answer is always I'll make a better song. Sure. I'll make a better album. And like it's made me level up very fast, but I don't think business wise it's the smartest thing to do. So she kind of like helps me with that. Like, okay, before you move on, let's do this interview. Okay, before you move on, let's do this performance. Let's do this route to, get eyes on what you've done, instead of being like, all right, back to the drawing board, let's go.
That's great to have a good team that can help kind of steer you in the right direction and allow you to focus on what you do best.
For sure.
Because it is hard to juggle 3 genres of music as well as trying to focus on the business of it. That's difficult. So that's great that you've got good management. Yeah. So how long have you had this manager?
2 months.
2 months. Okay, so brand new.
It's been brand new. And just trying to I've literally been trying to figure out how to market myself to a city that isn't the most receptive to the genres that I make. Like,
so tell me a little bit about those genres.
Okay. So I started as a rapper. My brothers were the best rappers in the world. R.I.P. R.I.P. my brother Bud. He was one of the best rappers in the world. Taught me how to rap. Then my older brother started rapping. He's like 2 years older than me. And then I was like, oh, you can do this. And so I started making music. Rap was good. Like, they know I can rap, but it didn't come with what I wanted. It was like, yeah, we don't want to see him rap though. And so I was like, all right, cool. Then I'll start singing a little bit. Or I did rock. And so I've always had rock influences in my like raps. Like I'll rap and it'll be like a yell track in the background, or like the progression, or like how the song is formatted. It would be more rock influenced. Okay. But then I was like, actually Candace, I was in the studio and I'm just trying shit. And I was in there with my producer Bergotti, and he made a like rock beat. My friend was like, "Oh, let's do something punk rock." Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And so I did it, and they all looked at me and said, "Why didn't you tell us you could do this?" And I was like, "I didn't even know I could do it." I just didn't know. Yeah. And so I showed her the song, and she was like, "For my birthday, that's what I want. 10 songs of this. Like I want you to do." So I made an album called Rock and Roll Gangster, and that really did well in the city. It did like so good. And then after that, I like with the yelling and all the inflection through rock, I was like, oh, instead of just singing kind of and like hitting harmonies, I was like, I should just sing. And so then I started making R&B, and it just slowly but surely just turned into my sound. Cause now I don't know what genre it is I make sometimes. I just go in, hear a beat and be like, all right, I'm gonna rap here. I'm gonna do some rock shit here, and then I'm gonna sing here, and it just makes whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
It almost kind of reminds me of Wayne.
Yeah.
Like whenever I think about kind of the look, like the skateboard look.
Fuck yeah, man.
The ability to kind of transcend different genres.
Yeah, man.
That's kind of like what I see in your brand and your personality.
For sure.
Man.
For sure.
Let's kind of talk about some of your inspirations in the music world. Who do you draw inspiration from?
Man, it's such a kaleidoscope of like characters. It's not like one.
Yeah.
So like Wayne is definitely one. Wayne is what Wayne did for me musically is just like when you rap, like every line's a bar, like every line. But like my brothers did that, but it missed this commercial aspect of it. Like he can rap so well that the old heads will be like, "Oh my fucking god, he's rapping his ass off," you know.
Right.
And then the people who just like, you know, they're like, "Oh, this sounds good."
The mainstream kind of just like the 9 to 5 people.
Yeah, and he can do both of them very, very well. And I think it's the first time we ever saw that prolifically. Like some people had a run, like an album or two. It was years.
Decades.
And he just was doing that shit. And everybody was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So like that kind of helped me understand how to blend everything and also make a commercial.
Yeah.
Because like he took like 50 different things and just made it one sound. And then rock wise, I'm going Linkin Park. I'm going Paramore.
Oh, yeah, man.
Third Eye Blind, Evanescence, like shit like that just really made me like, I don't know, it made me hear songs completely different. And so I'll probably make things that people be like, oh, where the fuck did you get that from? It's just those inspirations. And R&B wise, man, like Prince, of course you gotta say Michael Jackson, but like Prince more so. Like Prince is like, he's just a fucking genius, bro.
Yeah.
So Prince, Chris Brown for sure. And then one that people never get and they never understand.
Yeah.
Lil B. I swear to God, Lil B, the bass guy.
You're actually.
You know what? He just looked at me, bro.
You're gonna have to fill me in, bro.
Okay. Lil B. You know who Lil B is?
No, actually, Wild Nightz. I'm admitting it right here, live on camera. I don't know. You're gonna have
Shout
to
out to the bass guy. So look, Lil B, you know the Pack, like got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. That song.
No.
So okay, the song came out. Here's with this group called the Pack. It blew up, and Lil B is the most, like, if you look at it from an untrained ear, he's one of the most ignorant, idiotic rappers in the world. Like,
really?
And he is almost like troll rap. It's where and he like started everybody saying like, oh, I look so pretty, or like comparing themselves to gods and shit like that.
Okay.
And so Lil B, most people think is like a joke rapper, but he can really fucking rap. He just played the game. He's like, I want to be free. I'm gonna just get in there and I'm gonna just rap. And then it just inspired me because he had like a cult fan base because he said, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
And we just watched the world fold and wrap around whatever it was that he did.
Wow.
And like wearing the pink and shit, like, bro, Lil B is, and people think I'm joking because I'm such a lyricist.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you like Lil B like that. I'm like, he might be one of my favorite rappers ever.
Wow.
Yeah, Lil B the
Troll
bass
rap.
guy.
Shout out troll rap, man.
Bro, Lil B
I call it troll rap. I know you don't. You say it's real. I'm just saying, it's interesting.
Bro, Lil B, and he's inspired so many people. You could like talk to people like A$AP Rocky. You could talk to people like Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And Tyler the Creator, and they'd be like, "Bro, Lil B, oh my God, thank you, bass God." Like, it's so funny. It almost seems unserious, but like when you really look at it, it's fucking genius. Like, he's just fucking genius, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So let's touch base a little bit. We've talked kind of R&B, rock, punk rock. Mm-hmm. Let's veer into like trap a little bit.
For sure.
Are you into trap at all?
Definitely.
Okay, give me some of your favorite artists on the trap side.
Back in the day, it was definitely Jeezy, Gucci, T.I.
Okay.
Back in the day, but like, I really did enjoy that Trap Wiz mixtape. Playboy Cardi, early Playboy Cardi was really good.
He's really evolved.
Yeah, like he turned into something completely different, but like
very mainstream.
Early that was like fire, dude. Shoot. I'm really trying to. I was really heavy on Brick Squad, like,
bro. Waka Flocka Flame, and I think he dropped the flame now. I think Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka, man.
He did a verse on Mia Snow's newest song. God, I can't think of the name of it. I want to say it's called "Let's Get It."
Yeah,
it's Mia Snow with Waka Flocka. It's absolutely sick. You guys got to check it out.
Fire. I'm about to check that out when I get in the car.
Yeah, it's dope,
fuck with Waka, bro, heavy. Super
Absolutely. So those are some of your kind of trap influences. Mm-hmm. What about, so I spent a lot of time in Atlanta, so I've got a lot of influence from like Gunna, Lil Baby,
Thug.
YSL, that whole squad. Do you
Yeah.
see a lot of that music as well, kind of coming into what you do?
The thing is, I just study everything. Like,
Yeah.
I don't believe that anything is necessarily bad because it works for a reason. Like,
Sure.
even if you don't like it, it works for a reason.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of look at things really interesting. That I might not sound like Thug on every song, but there'll be like a song where I'm like, oh, this requires a Thug type of like approach.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll change my octave the way like Thug does. Like Thug's a genius the way that he writes.
He is.
And
He's
so
an
like I'll
absolute genius.
I'll just like study it and be like, okay, I'll do that. And then like Gunna's a genius with like pockets and melodies, and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna
so
study
melodic.
that. You know?
Yeah,
And
100%.
Everything that I listen to, like I can be in the fucking store and hear a song, and I'll be like, huh, that's catchy.
Yeah.
And then I just like add it to my little repertoire of like
Okay.
things to like try. It's like Kakashi and the Sharon Gun. Like I see it and I'm like, I won't do it exactly that way, but it works for a reason. So you break down the reason of like why it worked.
And then how you can incorporate some of that.
And
into
just with your own flair, you'd be like, oh, that's catchy because this melody.
Yeah.
That's catchy because of this sound that he made, like this vowel that he made that made it so catchy. Or
Gotcha.
maybe the way he held something. Like,
Gotcha. All right, correction, guys. The song with Waka Flocka and Mia Snow is called Don't Let Go.
Fire.
All right, check that shit out. It's absolute fire. Love it. Huge Mia Snow fan and Waka Flocka. They kill it together.
That's fire.
So let's touch base a little bit on your favorite lyricists, because I know you definitely consider yourself a lyricist.
Definitely.
You know, when I think of really strong lyricists, I think of people like Kendrick, I think of J. Cole. Who are some of the names that come to mind for you?
Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
Lupe Fiasco. This dude called Mick Jenkins. He's a fucking monster. It makes no sense. Like, it's rare that a rapper can rap and like wow me with like lyrics and not like flow and like delivery. Like flow and delivery, like anyone can do that. But when it comes to just wordplay, it takes a lot for me to be like, dog, what did you just say? Like, them to do that, like, Lupe's the reason that I rap like that. Like, I'm like, oh, shit, Lupe, you went stupid. I used to listen to Papoose a lot back in the day.
Okay.
But if we're thinking just, like, lyricists, my top, let me see, my top 3 right now of all time would be, like, Lupe. I got it. Yeah, Lupe, Mick Jenkins, Wayne. I'm gonna go them 3.
Yeah, that's a tough 3 to beat. That's a tough 3 to beat. Okay, so I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
You and I are fairly close in age. I'm 36. You're 32, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I did a red carpet shoot for. It was a group of high schoolers, actually.
Yeah.
Right. All these music artists were between like 16 and 19. They did it at the Five Aces in Blue Springs. Shout out Five Aces. Great venue. Really cool show. I loved it. But I noticed, like, I felt a little bit old in the sense that the music they were producing was distinctly different than what I had kind of listened to in a while, right?
Yeah.
What I noticed was there was a ton of auto-tune.
Yeah.
That's with the younger generation. How do you feel about that? I mean, it's a mix of like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's a mix of like heavy auto-tune and like mumble rap.
Yeah.
And again, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. That's just the best way I can describe it. Like, what do you think of that kind of newer genre of music and that kind of up and coming class of music artists?
Like I said, everything works for a reason. Like, there is nuances to it and like genius in it. Like, and though I may not make it for every track, I feel like when people are so strong-held against it, you fall behind. And like, you can still be you and understand what's happening now. And the more you study it and accept things, the more relevant you'll stay. And honestly, the better you'll be. Like, I don't think people love music as much as they say they love music. Like, I love music.
Yeah.
Like, I just love music. Whatever it is, even if it's new, I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like, how, and I'm going to fucking learn how to do it. Like at the end of the day, like, because at the end of the day, if I only did this, I wouldn't be the musician that I pride myself on being. Like, I can do this and I can do that. And like, even if I don't like the one that this guy did, somebody out there in that genre is doing it and it's good. Like,
sure.
I think people just aren't objective enough. Like, I can be like, that's not necessarily my thing, but I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's not necessarily my thing to do that all the time. Like, if you jump in my car, you're not gonna hear a bunch of new Playboy Cardi and like, shimmy and like shit like that. Like, you're not gonna hear that. But if you play it in the right setting or like the club or whatever, I'm gonna rock out to it.
Yeah.
And if they was like, yo, Kamaal, get on this, best believe I would get on that song and murk that bitch straight up and down. Straight up and down.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. So kind of on that line, who would you want to collaborate with if you could really just pick any artist out there and you could just jump on?
Only because I think it would make sense and I feel like I could take it in the direction that would be fire. MGK.
Okay.
I could figure out something.
I saw that on your profile.
Yeah.
One of your posts had need
tag
to have,
him in there.
Yeah.
Like, we both rap very well, and then we both do rock, and I feel like I could take it in a direction that's just very interesting. I think I could make a slap. Like, I think I could make like an anthem. Who would I want to collaborate with right now? Let me think. I guess I don't really think about this a lot. There are a lot of bands that I like, but I'm gonna try to stick to more commercial. So I'm gonna do Kendrick for sure. I want to rap with Jid, just like people who are just like insanely talented at rapping. Like, I want to rap with Jid. I want to rap with Cole. I want to rap with Joey Badass. There's a bunch of people like that, but I think where the more interesting collaborations would come in is when it's more like alternative and like R&B. And so like I think me and Anderson .Paak would make a great song. I think me and Chris Brown would go stupid.
Yeah.
I think Lucky Day and me would make something insane. Who else would I want to work with on that type of time? K1.
Okay.
K1 just dropped an amazing album, and that shit is ridiculous, like straight through fire.
Yeah.
I think I'll leave it there because I will just start naming like hella people.
Yeah.
But, like,
the list is long.
Yeah. I really like music, and I check Apple Music every day. Like,
Really?
and be like, what can I find new on here? Or like every Thursday, I'm like, okay, who dropped something? But yeah, those are some good ones I think would go really good.
Okay. So let's
Drake. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think me and Drake would make a slap.
All right. bet. All right. Speaking of Drake, speaking of Machine Gun Kelly, let's talk rap beefs, man. Over the last couple years, there's a couple that come to mind for me, right?
Yeah.
Eminem, Machine Gun Kelly,
Yeah.
Drake, and Kendrick.
Yeah.
Give me your winners. Give me your losers.
MGK definitely won that battle only because I know people are gonna hate me for it. Like, Eminem was one of my earliest like influences when it comes to rap. Like, he's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
But he's a giant, and he got annoyed enough when he got poked that he reached back, and his rap disc just wasn't. He should have demolished him in the way that people like revere him, in the way that people are talking about it. Like, he should have demolished him, and he just didn't.
Yeah.
And like, I think MGK had a really good, he had a solid hook.
Yeah.
Bow. Like, he hit him in the mouth, and he felt it. And it's like, that's MGK. That's Eminem. You just hit Eminem in the mouth. He won.
Yeah.
Like, he won. And so when it comes to like Drake and Kendrick, that's like unanimous. Like, people know Kendrick. He bodied that. Like, I love Drake, but he played it really smart.
He did. Okay. I'll give you that. In terms of people in the know, people in the hip hop community, Kendrick absolutely dug Drake's grave.
He did.
But from a mainstream success kind of perspective, Drake didn't lose any streams.
Drake didn't lose anything. He won't lose anything.
I mean, Drake. You look at if you look at Spotify, if you look at Apple Music, I remember when he dropped Iceman and Maid of Honor, and then I can't think of the name of the third album, but he had like 6 of the top 10 songs on the charts. Like, he did not lose any money over that battle.
No, I honestly think
But-
it prolonged his career.
But he lost a little bit of reputation, I feel like.
I think that prolonged his career.
So why do you say you think it prolonged his career?
There's only so long that people will sit down and keep rooting for the same guy. Not because of anything he did. That's just who humans are.
Yeah.
Once you get really big, they want to see you fall.
Yeah.
And we were approaching that mark very, very closely of when people were like, it's not cool to like Drake anymore. Like, we don't want to like Drake anymore, which is kind of why the battle went the way it went, and why when he won, people were so anti-Drake this and we don't fuck with Drake and whatever. And it's prolonged his career because he was up top for so long and it knocked him all the way back down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And so now people are like, will he or won't he
Yeah.
go back to the top? It gave him an extra 2 years because he just dropped this album
Yeah.
and it's fucking fire.
It is.
And so now people are like, oh shit, did he lose that bad and come back? It's just gonna add to like what the Drake lore and how good Drake is and whatever. I do think it's prolonged his career because now it's interesting. It's not interesting to see somebody win for 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, we get bored.
That's an interesting perspective. I've never really looked at it from that perspective, but that's definitely a new way to look at it for sure, man. For sure.
I'd be trying to think about things business-wise because I know I don't. And so I'm like, what would I do in that situation?
Yeah,
Like, I would have to make it a win. How would you make it a win?
That's smart. So let me ask you, we've kind of talked about your favorite artists that you'd like to collaborate with. What about here in the Kansas City scene? Are there artists that you really want to link up with and do music with?
Yes, there's a lot. And a lot of them, like, I really know them. And like, we're just trying to find the right time to do it. Like, I know all these guys and they're so fire. So I'm gonna just shout a couple out. Jaslyn is an amazing singer. Jaslyn is like, she has the voice of a fucking angel, and we need to work, and we just keep slipping and like missing up on it. And like, she's the homie, but I love her. She's amazing. AL, I've dropped like one song with him, but like that's been my like, he like is the heart of the city, and we've been close since we've been 10.
Yeah.
And we have so many songs that are just unreleased, and we got to figure out the right way to release them. So AL, Broderick Jones, we were in a writer's group when we were kids. Like, we were in a writer's group with grown people at the age of like 17.
Wow.
Just writing songs for people and shit. And so to see his success, he was just on The Voice and things like that. And he's still like going really stupid with like his music. So Broderick is the homie. Like, he's the homie. And we were literally just at this event called More Than Friends the other day. Yeah. He said, bro, let's stop fucking playing. Like, let's just do it. Like, we just need to make a song. Because we're fans of each other, but we're just trying to find the right way to do it. So him, Ashawn is really fucking good, and I want to work with him. And we've known each other for quite some time, too. Figuring out the right time. Ashawn's a great lyricist. He's a fire rapper. I think the last one I'll say is, bro, my nigga Blau, I think is, Blau is like, not saying underrated, like, oh, people don't fuck with him. I just don't think people understand how good he actually is. Like, Blau is fire, and I think he needs way more eyes on him because he's fire. We recorded at the same studio, and like, we got songs that we haven't released too. But like, Blau is fucking incredible. So yeah.
So that's interesting. I've met a lot of artists who have a lot of unreleased music, and I've never understood why the music goes unreleased. Can you expand on that a little bit?
It depends. There's a couple things that can happen. It could be, so sometimes it's like, okay, whose song is this? And it's like, I might be on it more than the other person. Yeah. But the other person doesn't want to release it as bad as I want to release it. Okay. And so I was like, the person who's on it the most, would it make sense to make it their song? They don't like it. They not like it as much, but they don't know how to market it as much. Okay. And then another person's like pushing for it, like, oh my God, I love this song. Like, put it out. So it's like agreeing on, are we going to put this out or are we not? Okay. It could be understanding the strategy and how to drop it. Because like, once you're in it for a long time, you realize just dropping a drop is cool, but like sometimes it falls on deaf ears and you're like, how do we market this? Like, or how do we put this out? Or it could be you just record so much that you just fucking forget about it.
It's not as simple as just like putting it on Apple Music and then posting an IG story.
You can, but then it wouldn't go anywhere and it'd be out, but like it'd be the same people who are listening to it right now. Yeah. Like, it's you and the homies and everybody, and they all have the song. So it's like
Okay.
figuring out how to make it more than just like it's here if you want to listen to it.
Yeah.
But then also sometimes like we just record a fucking lot. Like
Yeah.
and we'd be like, okay, I want to drop that, but I'm really feeling what I'm doing right now, and I want to drop
Yeah.
that first. And then it keeps getting pushed back, and you forget. And so
Yeah.
like years, and oh shit, maybe I should release that. I've done that with a couple songs. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm releasing now. Like I totally forgot.
Yeah. I feel you. When you've got a big catalog, I can see how that could happen.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, do you take more pride in your ability to perform or your ability to write?
Right. I think if you can write, then you can perform. If you can perform, you can't necessarily write. I believe that, like,
That's a big truth.
yeah, man.
There's a lot of people in the music industry who can perform,
They cannot write.
but I would imagine some of the biggest names in the industry have never even put pen to paper.
Yeah.
You know, everything's been written for them.
Because music makes you feel. So, like, if
Yeah.
you're a good performer, it'll make you feel something, you'll perform it. But the art of, like, writing it and making people feel, there's no way you can't perform because, like, you just felt that. You just wrote that. Just do that on stage. Like, whatever you felt when you were writing that, go do that on stage.
Yeah.
Or just, like, the ability to bring out emotions in people through a pen
Yeah.
is so much harder than bringing out emotions with people, like, in front of them and just acting. So it's like, if you can do one, if you can write, you can perform. So, yeah, writing for sure.
So would you ever consider ghostwriting?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I've been working with, like, some people, but it's more so just, like, creative directing. Like, I'm like, don't say that, say this. Or, like, this part is your hook. This is the catchy part. Put that here.
Got you.
And so, like, I do want to just get into a point where I write for everybody because, like, I do write literally fucking everything. And I'm like, I want to do that, but the hurdle I'm trying to jump over is a lot of people don't see me in the studio and see how I can switch it on and, like, move from genre to genre. They found one song they like, oh, Kamaal's talented. But it's trying to get their trust to be like, oh, I've seen him work. I want him to write this because I know that he can. So it's just gaining people's trust in order to do it.
Got you. That makes sense to me. So let me ask you, what's next in your career? Like, where do you see your career going the next maybe 6 months from now?
A lot of shows, a lot of promotion, a lot of just being visible and being seen. I've realized that I might have dropped the ball on that because I'm so invested in the music. But it's like everything I do, film it.
Yeah.
Figure out how to put it out there so they can see the journey. Like, people want to be a part of the journey. That's part of the reason people don't have that trust I was just talking about. Like, they only see me when I'm like, here, I want to promote this and this thing. Like, I have to make them feel like they're on the journey with me. So, like, I really want to invite people into my world. So there's going to be a lot more features. There's going to be a lot more collabs. There's going to be a lot more, like, content and showing, like, how I come up with the things that we do.
You know, that would be great for, like, live streaming too, like Twitch, things like that. So people can kind of see behind the scenes the way the music is made.
For sure.
I mean, even just having a tripod in the studio, like, as you're making music with a phone, that'd be really cool, man.
And I've just found a photographer and a videographer. So, like, that was always my problem. It's like, I can't film it and then also do the things that I'm trying to do. And
that's where Candace comes in.
Yep, literally.
That's where, you know, they should be helping you out and trying to kind of figure out those logistical hurdles.
And that's what she was saying. She's like, you need to delegate more. Like, I mean, we're here and we've seen, we believe in you. Like, just let us do it. Cause I've tried to do everything myself. Like, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I don't necessarily want help. Like, I'll take the help, but, like, I know exactly how I want it. And then, like, sometimes it's really hard for me to explain the vision that I'm seeing. And so, like, I'll try to do it all. And she was like, you would be so much better at all the things you do if you just let us handle the bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fair.
Yep. You just focus on the creative aspect. All the other bullshit just goes to management.
Yep. And so that's where I'm at. I just be expecting to see me in every facet that you can see an artist.
Yeah.
That's what to look forward to. New projects, new songs, new collaborations, new videos, new shows, new anything. I'll be out. So
can you shout out some of those shows that are upcoming?
I don't have any solidified right now. I know that I'm about to do a Tiny Desk type of deal. Okay. It's this thing called the Outsiders Club on Westport.
What day?
I think it's October 17th. Don't hold me to it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I know that I'm gonna have that. I'm working right now trying to find the bands that I want to work with.
Okay.
We'll kind of like strip the songs down and kind of give them a more personal feel and just do our shit.
That's cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun. I love performing. That's why that answer was so that question was so hard for me because I love doing both. I love writing. I love performing.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. You do something you're passionate about and. It really shines through.
Yeah, for sure.
So thanks for that, man.
For sure.
So let me have you just kind of shout out anything you want to shout out, give your social media, your team, whatever you think is really important.
Got you. Once again, my name is Kamaal Malik, rapper, singer, rock star, anime extraordinaire. I just dropped one of the best albums to ever come out of Kansas City. It's called I Did It Again because there's every genre on that album. And I have to show you guys I did it again. I don't know when you guys will, notice it, but just in case you want to, I did it again and it's there. You can find that anywhere on Apple Music, Spotify. Just type in Kamaal Malik. I did it again. I have a show coming up on October 17th. We will be singing with a live band. We're gonna kill it. And then just look forward to more shows. Look forward to more music. Look forward to more me.
Yeah. One last thing, shout out your Instagram. I don't think you put your Instagram handle in there.
Instagram is Music by Kamaal. That is Music by Kamaal. That is my handle for everything. My Twitter, my TikTok, my Instagram, and my OnlyFans.
Dude, I didn't want to laugh there. I did not want to laugh.
No. I don't have an OnlyFans. I don't even know what I do. I get on there and rap naked. That's stupid.
Hey, man, if you can make a buck at it, why not?
I think I might actually try. No.
All right. Well, dude, I appreciate you coming.
For sure.
It's been a lot of fun. Everybody, if you like this episode, please comment, like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends, tell your family. Spread the word around Kansas City. That's really how we grow. And we'll catch you on the next episode.
Yes, sir. No
Peace.
good.